How's it? Indian Cowboy, DocSports.com. Going to try on Tuesday as we get this video to you late today, but we are going to get you a video as we try to get you a video every single day. The only time we take off is around the July the 4th weekend to kind of recharge a little bit. Nice winner yesterday. I think that actually makes back-to-back free pick winners dating back to the last videos that we did. But 2-0, 4-1, 14-8, 26-16, 157, 123, 309, 232, 1389, 1034. We try to, give you the most accurate numbers that we possibly can all the time. There's a lot of numbers going on all the time, but we try our best to give you the accurate numbers all the time because we do, 8 sports at one time, which is wild. But looking forward to today. A nice winner yesterday as we gave you, I think it was the Mets-Brewers under, which was a solid winner. Hopefully we'll try to get you a nice winner today on Tuesday as well. Try to get you a really nice week of free pick winners. But your free pick winner today is going to be on that Oakland-Houston game, which goes off at 8:10. So you'll still have a couple of hours to get it in there. We'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. We do have a 7-unit selection tonight between Cincinnati and Kansas City, and that goes off at 8:10. Yesterday we went 1-2 on the baseball card. Missed the WNBA, I believe, yesterday as well. No WNBA action today. We do have a 7-unit baseball today. We have won our last 2 7-unit baseball selections, so hopefully we'll try to make it 3 in a row here. And then a soccer, we have come off a nice winner with Italy to advance today, and we also had the over, but a nice 3-unit winner there. Winning Euros so far this year. I think we're plus 1,300 on the Euro soccer season, which is really good. We'll try to run a soccer promo package for you sometime soon. And then you combine that with the 4-0 MMA this past, the last weekend that there was MMA. Coming off a plus 43-65 hockey season, 86-66. Hopefully we'll try to close off with a winning hockey season or a winning selection in hockey with 1 or 2 games remaining probably in hockey. And plus 7,700 overall run. Nice Korean baseball winner last night as well. So winning season in Korean baseball and winning season in hockey. And that's about it. Hopefully we'll get you a nice baseball winner today and keep it rolling here. But as it relates to your free pick today, I like the under today between Houston and Oakland. I think you can find that at about 8.5 today. I'll double check that. But I think both these pitchers are pretty lights out right now. Oakland has scored 3 runs or less in their last 5 games. Bassett has won 8 out of his last 10 starts. Mind you that Valdez comes off giving up 5 walks in his last game, so he'll be sharper too, I believe. And given the fact that I think Oakland won the last game between these two teams, Houston's going to be motivated too. And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this game goes under the posted total between Houston and Oakland today, under the 8.5. Is Houston coming off of a loss? Let me check. That will help the under even more. No, they're coming off a win 4-3. But regardless, their offense hasn't been that amazing lately anyway, so I like the under 8.5 between these two teams. I also think Atlanta and Pittsburgh goes over the posted total today, just like it did yesterday, which is one of our leans. Pittsburgh will see Anderson again for the second time recently. He went 6 innings and 3 hits and no runs last time, and I think that Pittsburgh will get to him this time. And the Braves come off of a loss as well, getting destroyed yesterday, 1-11, I think. So I think they'll bounce back offensively. Cool is a good pitcher here, but he's coming off back-to-back losses, so I know he'll be motivated as well. But the Braves got beat up pretty bad yesterday. They're trying to get back to 500 on the year, and Pittsburgh is also starting to swing the bat as well. So for all those reasons, like the over today between these two teams, I wouldn't even be surprised if Pittsburgh won this game, to be honest with you, similar to yesterday. In fact, that would be my lean on that. But the first main lean on Atlanta and Pittsburgh is definitely the over. Milwaukee and the Mets, I like the run line there on the Mets. Milwaukee just lost 2-4 and 0-2. The last 2 games. Milwaukee lost back-to-back games now, and DeGrom still has an under a 1 ERA, but he got rocked by the Braves. And what I mean by rocked, it's not that rocked, right? We're talking about only 5 hits in 7 innings, but for a guy who has less than a 1 ERA, that's pretty rocked. I think Anderson's struggles continue here. I think DeGrom is on the bounce back. Not a bad idea to take the Mets run line here. We try not to give run lines if we can avoid it. But I think the offense is better for the Mets right now too, to be honest. Dodgers and Marlins, I like the over there. A little surprising there. You might think, why take the over there? But, the Dodgers come off a rare 4-5 loss, so they'll be motivated. They were only a minus 114 favorite in that game. So that would tell you something there just based on the line alone yesterday. They'd won 9 in a row. Gonsolin had 5 walks his last 2 games. A bit worrisome there. Lopez beat the Dodgers 3-2 on May 16th, so the Dodgers have revenge as well. There are 6 Marlin batters that have at least a 250 average on Gonsolin. So assuming each one bats 4 times, that's 1 hit. And then there are 6 Dodger batters who have at least a 250 average on Lopez. So like the over today. Detroit and Texas. Like Texas today, the Arena has 4 straight non-quality starts. Detroit is off of a win. Texas is off of a loss. Texas hasn't lost back-to-back games in some time. Dunning has been great of late, 4-3-0 against Oakland, 4 innings, 3 hits, and no runs against Oakland, 5 hits and 5 innings and 2 runs against Kansas City. The juice is there, but I think the clear edge here is Texas. You can look into Texas run line if you want. The only thing is, run lines are tough, man. We've been burned by them a couple of times this year. We've hit them a couple of times this year too, but it's tough. Keep in mind that the total is set at 9, so you've got to get plus 1.5. So 1 run out of 9 is about 11% or so. But plus 1.5, that's 22 runs. You got to get plus 1.5 means you got to win by 2, right? So really 2 out of the 9 runs is what you got to start with. So you got to get 22% of the runs. You're behind 22% of the game before you even start on this game on the run line, which is why we just lean on Texas, which is why run lines are difficult to begin with. Run lines on total of like 12 and 13 isn't bad because it's not so much of the value of the total runs expected, but run lines on totals of 9s and 8s are really hard, especially 7.5s and so on. Philadelphia and Chicago. Like the Phillies here, Chicago's struggling right now. Nola's off of his worst effort, 7 runs on 9 hits. Ouch. He probably bounces back here, and I think the Phillies just keep rolling here. He's off back-to-back losses as well, and he 2-hit the Mets and he 3-hit the Yankees, and now this guy's going to be ticked off coming into this game. He has incredible talent. I just hate that the Cubs are coming off a game where they got rocked 2-13 or whatnot at home. But Arrieta gave up 6 runs in 2 innings in his last start, so he's on a bounce back too, so maybe both guys pitch great. But it's hard to take but it's hard to take the under at Wrigley in general. But I do think the Phillies do just enough here and have just enough offense to get it done. I like the Phillies to get it done today. That is what we have for you guys. For Twitter followers, we have your Twitter consensus on what side the public is on. It's a courtesy that we do every single day for our Twitter followers. Hope you guys are doing well. Join us for the 7-unit baseball play, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Indian Cowboy working hard for you every single day. Please take a moment and like and subscribe.